Well, hey there guys, welcome back. Look at what I bring you guys today. I bring you another installment on our rebuild series here on our 2015 Copart Nissan Altima. As you guys can see, a lot has changed since you last saw the car. Basically, I had to get some seatbelts for the car, and there's a yard about 110 miles from here. It's called Snyder's Auto Salvage. They got a pick and pull yard out there in Holland, Texas. So basically, we went and was looking around the yard, and I happened to see a silver bumper cover, happened to see a silver hood, and a silver fender. And it's like, well, you know, I couldn't resist. I had to get them all. And really, to be honest with you, then I got another headlight for the passenger side. See right there, that headlight, the tabs are busted on it, and I mean, nothing we can do with that. I mean, I could repair it, but I'm not going to spend the time, nor is it worth the hassle to do so. So looking at the car here, everything actually fits up really nicely. These are all OEM parts. You know, this fender here we did not get the best gaps with that fender there. So I still have the hood, and you can still see I've got the bumper cover up there. So probably just going to end up selling all that stuff on Facebook Marketplace. So looking at the hood, you guys can see the hood is in absolutely perfect condition. Perfect. And I mean, could have lucked out. You know, I mean, it was a score. I mean, sometimes when you find parts that are the same color, I'm just going to say, hey, I'm going to grab it. So at the end of the day, you know, probably to paint the whole front end with those new parts probably would have been close to $700. This at the end of the day is still cheaper because number one, the car is put back together. Number two, everything matches up. And number three, all these parts are OEM parts. So they're all Nissan parts. Bumper cover fit perfect. No problems at all. I had to order, there's a little bracket right here that goes in here. Between that and obviously it bolts onto the back side of the fender here. Same thing with this side here. But I got those coming tomorrow, so those were like $20 from the dealership. So basically, you can see everything fits up, lines up real nice. Sorry about the shadow. Look at the gaps. The gaps are really good. Now, the only thing I don't like here, I don't like the gap right here, but you know, we're gonna go with it, and that's what we have. Got a little ding right here on the corner of the fender there. Not perfect, but we'll go ahead and take some touch of paint. We'll go ahead and brush touch that. Same thing right there. And obviously with this pinstripe here, looks like this fender obviously has been painted at some point in time because obviously this pinstripe is obviously under the clear coat. So I don't believe Nissan paints these you know, pinstripes on from the factory, so that would obviously lead me to believe that obviously this is an aftermarket pinstripe probably put on by the dealership, and obviously this fender had some work at one time or another. But overall, yeah, I think it came out really good. I think it lines up really good here. I didn't really push this in. This pops in no problems. Fits perfect. So the next order of business on this car is dealing with the wiring issues underneath the hood. So let's take a look underneath the hood. Before I go ahead and touch anything underneath the hood, I just want to make sure that we mock up this front end and make sure everything else fits like it should, because once we start putting everything back together, then I don't want to touch anything else. I'm going to have to pull the front bumper cover off because of wire looms that we have to fix behind the bumper cover here. So not a real big deal, but you know, at least now we know everything fits up nicely on this car. And yeah, but obviously you guys can see where we repaired that whole section right there. Everything fits good on it. I mean, I'm happy with the way it's turning out. You know, and at the end of the day, this should be a decent running car. So I mean, I don't see why there shouldn't be any major problems with it. So, but yeah, I'll just show you guys. The hood shuts real nice too. See, safety works. All you gotta do is just, there she goes. Latch is perfect. So, but yeah, I really appreciate you guys joining me here. If you guys like these type of videos, please drop a like, and we'll see you guys in the next episode of our 2015 Nissan Altima. Catch you guys later. See ya.